Ready?
Yes.
Ready?
Ready.
In 3, 2, 1, Tetris! All right.
L's on the bottom, T's on the top.
Yep.
Mirror Tetris until now.
Mirror. Oh. Symmetris. What are we calling it today?
It's Mirrortris.
Mirrortris. But it's
Simo-Tetris.
not mirrored. It'd be mirrored if they were doing it opposite, right?
If you're both looking in the same mirror.
Oh. But is the thing in the mirror something else, or is it like, what is it?
I cannot answer this, for mirrors are not real.
How can mirrors be real if our RAs aren't real?
All players at a 100% Tetris. Oh, except Sidney.
Kibi and Redshurt currently tied.
They're both tied with Zrobot as well. However, Zrobot is playing against Sidney, who has not.
Oh, Kibi with 3 pushdown points. Redshurt is like, I'm not gonna push down.
Zrobot with the decision to put the square in the column 8 or column 9 and 10 so that the burn is easier, and it's now set up with a dirty Tetris. Kind of a scary dirty
A
Tetris.
skim there. Getting droughted, gets
There's
the
that
dirty
dirty.
Tetris.
And now, well, transferring back over to the right.
I think that's the smart move
Oh,
there.
the really disgusting bit setup here from Redshurt.
What?
If 2 bars come, this is a great stack. And otherwise, you
Oh,
have to
no
burn it a lot.
bits.
Solved it from the top, no bits. There's a 24-piece drought, so I mean that's a good call.
Kibi currently going through that drought and gets.
I'm
It
so
was,
smart.
it was a 23 piece.
23-piece.
23-piece nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
I don't think they have a 23-piece.
You can order a 23-piece nuggets, and if you get someone who's just willing to do whatever you ask, they'll do it.
Like, need like a 5 and
20-piece and a 4-piece and eat one.
And eat and donate 1 to Zeno. Oh well, to me actually, I'm pretty sure.
And currently we're seeing really solid gameplay from all players, honestly.
Zrobot saving a triple flip.
Redshurt with a center well. Let's say column 7.
Off center well, I've heard it called.
offset your.
As me as Redshurt were saying, it's basically a center well if it's in the middle 3.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
She gets the spin, tuck, and then miss drops again.
Okay, well, I did one cool thing.
You did a cool thing.
Kibi's actually just going to start building secret grade during the...
Negative.
She's also playing with Das while all other players on screen are rolling, so it is slightly difficult for
Yeah,
Kibi.
I'm rolling.
Das is
rolling
not
my
dead.
eyes.
Rolling my eyes, she says.
And then rolls her eyes.
Stack, stack.
Here on the bottom, Zrobot has come up to an 80,000 point lead, now 57,000 point lead over Sidney.
Another Tetris. Sidney setting up for a dirty Tetris there, while covering the well with the same Tetris setup. Interesting play.
Needs a
That's got a huge combo.
bunch of singles in a row.
Combos don't score anything, Gibby.
They score because you're clearing lines.
They don't score extra.
All players don't score extra, but it's flashy and awesome.
That's true.
Alright, now I gotta go.
Redshirt and Zrobot both supporting the higher Tetris rates here. 75 on Zrobot, 85.
Oh, a spin for Redshirt.
Redshirt.
It was a Z spin, I think.
Okay.
I can't tell the Z and S. I don't know.
He nodded. He nodded. He knows.
Is it when they're flat or when they're vertical?
Just like this message and
It's a squiggly, so true. Squiggly.
That worm sure did wriggle.
It sure did.
Reverse squiggly.
And boom Tetris for Redshirt.
Zrobot dealing once again with some high
L block.
burning.
L block.
X
That
pentagonal.
triple setup.
God, I don't want to think about what Pentomino God would be like.
Pentomino God just wants to throw you X's. X's. X's.
X Pentomino.
No, sir. No.
X
Oh,
Pentomino.
Zrobot didn't see the bits. Zrobot didn't see the bits. I saw the bits.
Want to go for it?
Zrobot insisting that he saw the bits and did not want to go for it.
Anti-Twitch chat, honestly.
Yes, I saw E4. I just didn't like it.
Only Redshirt can use his shirt as a challenge flag.
What?
But the shirt was.
Oh my god, he is. He's at 541.
What?
200k point lead over Kibi here.
It's a massive lead for Redshurt right now. He is top seed for a reason. Not that seeds mean anything.
I mean, touches is made up and the points don't matter, so.
He is the top seed. Second seed is out.
Currently
Second
getting
seed-
routed, unfortunately. Ruining the pace, honestly.
Okay.
A Tetris
Makes
for
two
Redshurt.
Tetrises here. It's still possible to get 600. Just needs one more Tetris. A triple would do it as well.
And a Tetris for Redshurt
Makes for
into transition.
618
618k transition.
Like, top out.
Kibi also about to transition, but her score is 372 plus maybe a Tetris.
Let's see. Can I do a Tetris?
The bar and the S came at the wrong order.
You just put the bar
There's
in the
the
square
bar.
hole.
And 396 transition, making it a 270,000 point difference right now.
Wait, hold on. Aww. I want to go with the all clear.
Oh, you were doing the all clear setup.
I mean, it was a 4 high stack.
Kibi with Das now playing. on
Sidney in a
19
little bit of
points
trouble
total.
up top here.
Okay. Oh, it's square at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Now that left side is really hard to access. It's possible, but
Can't get it over, and that'll be it for Sydney's. Robot will
Zrobot
take
gets the game.
game number 1. Sydney needs to take a sip of that Baja Blast.
Oh no, Kibi topped out. He's topped out.
Kibi is still playing, and there is a center well, which is the opposite of a top out. That is the goodest of stacks.
Yeah, it's bottoming out. Very good.
Blocks the well, gets that Tetris. Kibi now down only 360,000 points. 12.7 Tetris deficit.
Joking.
It would take 50 lines of pure Tetrises for Kibi to catch Redshurt here.
This is why I want to be on comms, because you know these statistics.
I'll make the story.
Yeah.
Oh, a spin.
Kibi agreeing to survive so that Redshirt's game gets to get to the end.
This is an evil stack. We got the
Okay.
the Vlitz.
That all works.
I don't even know if that was an L piece. That might have been a J. The
She finds a double. She
Jits.
finds a double in the middle. Uh-oh, that hang is going to be pretty hard to work around. And
I mean, darn it.
dang darn it.
And that'll be it for Kibi.
12.8.
Redshirt will take game number 1.
Get him.
Like, I had that little bucket.
Sets up a bits just to make us all smile. Does he get the line? He does. He hits
The bits into
and the
Tetris.
Tetris.
949.
Triple. Get the max.
No, that was sad.
We don't have a cowbell. Who did anyone bring a cowbell?
I can just make cowbell sounds.
That's a pretty good cowbell impression.
Alright, it's now one Tetris away. Just needs the setup. Maybe at level 27 it isn't one Tetris away. Maybe we need... No.
Oh, there it is. And
Redshirt with a live max out here at the Portland Expo.
that live at Reed College.
Portland Random Psychology Building.
What? Richard, what room is this? You know?
Psych 105 Auditorium.
The Psych 105 Auditorium. All right. If both players over here are ready.
Alright, next time I'm just gonna jiggle your parking for you.
Just give it a little...
Little love tap. All right. Once all players are ready.
We got same seats on the
Same
right.
seeds. Same seeds.
All right.
All right. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Alright.
That's one game to Redshirt, one game to Zrobot.
Yep. All tied up here. Nobody has scored a single line. I like the tuck setup for Zrobot there.
Yeah, that was an Australian tuck where you set up a tuck with a tuck.
That's what it's called?
It's called an Australian tuck.
You know why it's called an Australian tuck?
Down under.
Oh.
Yeah, I caught that.
Votes.
I'm gonna keep doing that.
And a Tetris for Zrobot there.
And there's the Zrobot Vits. We see it. We see it. We love it. Zrobot is capable of seeing and choosing to take events.
Let's see how Twitch chat is doing. Hello, Twitch chat.
I know it's an optical illusion caused by forced perspective, but I want a bag of Tetris gummies that big. Larger than Kibi Byte.
Whoa, that's a big gun. Come on, man.
Zrobot is dealing with a lot of nasty stacking right here. That makes it better. Now it's just the line dependency. Redshurt making the crowd pretty unhappy by surviving something.
Redshurt currently with about a Tetris lead.
Zrobot gets clean.
Sidney is already clean with a nice tuck and skim. Just maybe missed the rotate there. I'm not sure what happened with that placement.
Triple rotation.
Triple
Oh,
rotate.
I only get 5 XP.
go Redshirt.
Where's the bar?
High stack for Zrobot. He gets a Tetris. Sets
I
up
am
for another.
upset. Let it be known.
Kibi is upset.
I'm like, that's me right now.
All right.
Grumble, grumble.
Yeah, seriously, come on.
Redshirt
Oh.
currently setting up for a dusty Tetris
Aren't you fun?
and another dusty Tetris.
Kibi's running into some traffic high up. For a DAS player, I would be worried.
I am.
That's my secret, Captain. I'm always worried.
Comfortable burn, it's not gonna lie.
They diagnosed me with anxiety.
Kibi finds something for the left. Places that flat. Now there's a bar that would be very welcome. No longer. Now again.
TPs?
T.
Oh, no TPs. Oh, can't get it over, and that'll
That's
be
a
it
game
for
for
Kibi.
Redshirt.
And Redshirt will take game number 2.
Zrobot sets up a T to make a T-top. Hits this. No, Zrobot misses the spin. I said hits the spin prematurely.
How dare you? We're gonna transition to this bottom match.
Like to glitch up a bit. Like my card got home. And it was
Zrobot with a line dependency on the left and a half a Tetris lead. Zrobot hits that line dependency. It's still deep enough for it to be a line dependency. Oh, we are
Oh.
high in the center.
Gets the line. Still needs another line, or we'll take the skims.
Burning this one down from the top, shallowly.
That was unsatisfying.
Stacked in 2 pieces became so much more satisfying, and then became so much scarier.
And a Tetris for Zrobot there. Currently just a fifth of a Tetris gap. And a Tetris for Zrobot. And Sidney answering back with a Tetris.
They're
A
both-
tenth of a Tetris gap.
Interesting that the gap is small when the Tetris rates are so different, and that is because Zrobot is ahead by 10 lines, having played so high up. So Sidney has a much more comfortable amount of lines to clear before transition.
If this were 100 line sprint, Zrobot would be in the lead with that tree strat.
But we wouldn't be able to start on 18.
Shushing.
You stopped me. Wrong person.
The Kibi.
I want a gummy.
I wanted a gummy.
There's not too much to talk about here. This is just clean Tetris play.
It's interesting to see Zrobot setting up multiple
Zro
S tucks.
wiping off his arms under his armpits while playing.
Oh, that is why the pieces fell flat. The glove is an anti-sweat slip device, but his non-gloved hand needed some relief.
We're seeing a small drought here.
This robot playing in the future by 8 lines, more like 10 lines, is going to hit transition in the next 2 Tetrises. With that burn, it's now down to
No.
only 1 Tetris from transition.
Where are you going?
And immediately misdrops, but in a way that it can be quickly cleared out. That was a very slick solve.
We'll talk here. Dang. This is just some very clean cleanup from Zrobot here. Like, very, very clean.
Sidney about to transition with a higher transition score, but still behind by half a Tetris. Actually, now in the actual lead.
It kind of feels like Sidney is actually ahead, even though, like, maybe Zrobot has slightly... I mean, Sidney just has a better pace, right?
Yep.
That's where it's at.
Tetris rates tell the story. It's 65% for Sidney, and that Tetris was quite opportunistic, playing it out of the middle like that. Zrobot's down at 53. Zrobot's right side is not conducive to getting a Tetris, but he manages to stack for one anyway.
Audibly disappointed with that. Dirty Tetris. Or that was just dusty, but it was center well.
Oh,
Sidney set up again and gets the Tetris, now taking a 20,000 point lead.
And the Tetris for Zrobot.
The lead's going back and forth, however, it only really counts when the game's over.
And currently, Sidney just has way more runway.
Exactly. Also, if a drought hits, it's going to hit Zrobot first.
That's
So,
true.
commentators, we might have to be a little bit careful not to spoil the piece sequence so that Sidney knows when the droughts are coming.
Sidney going through a little bit of a drought here. Small 17-piece drought. It's not really a drought until you hit 20, in my opinion.
Okay, I can believe that. It's programmed to stay it at 13 because that's the longest you'll ever have a drought in a modern game where there's 7 died.
Yeah, that makes sense. Is that the reason why, or is that just coincidence?
That is the reason.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
It's like a drought is something that would never occur outside of this particular randomization in terms of gap without a long bar. With that Tetris, Zrobot takes a real lead again.
Technically, it can happen in Tetris the Grandmaster.
Oh, does that not have the 7-bag randomizer?
It actually uses a very similar randomizer to NES Tetris, where it uses look back to re-roll the next piece.
Okay, okay.
It just has a lot more history.
Oh, interesting. Ooh, Zrobot setting that up, not taking the skim, seeing 222 lines, wants to save the burns. Oh, well, next Tetris sends Zrobot into the kill screen, and he only has a 6,000 point, or is a 6,000 point deficit right now, so it'll take kill screen play now to save this game for Zrobot. With that double, he's clearing lines, he's making progress, but Sidney is able to get many more points before kill screen here. So
Zrobot is setting up for a Tetris, did not get the long bar in time, unfortunately.
Misses a tuck,
Misses a
on
tuck.
the left. This game goes to Sidney.
Oh, gets the 5-tap over.
Well, I said that too early. Okay.
And that'll be it. And Sidney will take game number 2.
Oh yeah, I would like that, but it's a little late to check.
What are the personal bests for these two players? I know that Zrobot got his personal best qualifying for this tournament with a 1.16.
What's your PB?
513B.
Sidney gives a very nice PB of 513 in B-type. All right. Both players ready? All right. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris! And we do have a decider on our hands here.
Best of threes are so brutal.
They really are. We're seeing...
We are mirrored. We are mirrored all the way out to this far in the game.
Wow. Oh, and we
There's a
break it.
divergence.
Unfortunate.
And Sidney manages to make the Tetris out of it. It's Zrobot having to place a piece that doesn't allow it. So, if the rest of the game is a drought, Sidney will be the only one who ever scored a Tetris. I say that, but the rest of the game so far has been a drought. Both players are suffering a little bit.
Oh, yeah. This is not the way your board wants to look.
Oh, Sidney.
There's the drought ended.
Yeah.
Zrobot capitalizes on the drought ending with a Tetris. Sidney not in a position to, unfortunately. We're seeing Some pretty nice burns from Sidney here, but not really a... Ooh, opts to cover up the well for being able to...
Chat asking what the seed underneath the names means. So when qualifying for this event, there were 1 hour of online gaming.
Or in person.
Or in person. And the top 3 scores you got in the hour were averaged together. So this is a seed specific to that 1 hour of gameplay. I believe Redshurt was the highest qualifier. It did take a max out average of 3 to make the second because that was my qual rank, but these players ranked 4th and 5th, and I do not actually know where their qualifiers are to be found. They might be hiding in some spreadsheet Ren has access.
They are in the spreadsheet, yes.
950 to 975.
Okay.
All right. And a Tetris for Sidney there. We're seeing Sidney setting up for another long bar.
For your average, yeah. That you got a high score.
Yeah, Zrobot's highest high score was the Kibi that he just got.
Yep.
That was set during the 1 hour qualifier.
Which is kind of uncommonly common. I've definitely seen a couple of PBs during quals, but usually you're going for maxes, and AO3 kind of takes that out because you're doing the average of 3 games with no cap.
I do remember that Sidney got her first max out in CTWC qualifier.
Was that during online?
Online.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Long time ago. Now Sidney, of course, one of the top players in the world.
Very, very good player, yes. We are also seeing some...
with a well transfer.
Yeah, well transfer.
Tetris. Sidney has a piece of garbage on top of the right. That T solves it perfectly, and then that bar, unfortunately not used for a Tetris, but opens it all up.
And a Tetris for Sidney there. We are seeing some pretty nice setups. Zrobot in a little bit of trouble going to get the...
Galaxy burn. That was a Galaxy burn. He saw it coming. He knew what to do.
Qualifiers are score-based, yes. It's not a versus mode. It's simply the average of your 3 best scores during a hour block.
Yep.
That is the average of 3 type. We also have number of max outs plus next highest kicker, which is what the main event for CTWC uses.
Zrobot set up dirty here with a Tetris available, and he gets that Tetris.
Sidney covering up the well to do a little bit of burning here while there is a drought, which is a smart decision in my opinion. And a Tetris for Sidney as soon as it's clear.
Ergonomic experts in the chat trying to debate whether rolling is worse on your wrists or your neck and back.
The answer is clearly neither. It's worse on your legs.
It's worse on my wrists. I mean...
And a Tetris for Zrobot.
I'm a
Shoulder?
I'm a 30-year-old who rolled for the last 6 years, or not 6 years. It's not been around that long. 5 years since it started. My wrists are the only part that I need to consistently stretch.
Nasty, nasty Tetris. We're looking at a lot of long bars over on the left side. I think those are long bars. They could be O pieces. I'm not sure.
We've seen stashed bars. This is definitely a seed that's suddenly bursting you with bars and you don't have a Tetris set up. Oh, Zrobot with a very high hit.
Oh, gets the vault there.
Trying to be too creative like that in the tournament can make it really bad, but Zrobot's surviving. Okay.
That was a very nice adjustment. I will say that.
That's a good placement. That's a rough set of pieces. He gets that over.
We're seeing...
Oh, the decider. Oh, the decider.
Oh, and that might be it for Zro.
Well, Sidney needs a 1 Tetris.
410, 400.
The stack is low.
20,000.
It's not clean, but it's common enough. Level 18 at this height. Sidney can dig it down.
I mean, this is a routine burn here.
Nothing's routine if you're on the chase down during a decider.
That's definitely true, but it is 410, 400.
400. With the Tetris, it would be enough. There's the bar for the Tetris.
And that'll be it. Sidney will take game number 3.
French home.
Back up to Washington.
Your whole thing is really good.
All right. Next up, we are going to have
Are we in the semis now?
We are in the finals. We're going to have,
Semifinals, yeah.
or semifinals. Everyone from here on out is going to be having, getting paid out. So we are going to have, let's see here.
Best of 5 match Eva versus Scarabozo.
Yep.
And Sidney versus Redshurt.
We're going to be taking a small intermission because Redshurt is not here. So let's go to our bracket.
Am I the only upset so far today?
Mm,
Well, Kibi advanced on viewing not because of
Yeah.
gameplay.
Before it's decided, would you guys be interested in a third place match?
Sure. Yeah.
I would. We'll see if Redshirt would, no matter the outcome.
yeah, but it won't affect payout at all. It'll just be
I just
for bragging rights on third place.
for fun. I just
I think you're the only upset, Biggie.
I want to play more Tetris. The only thing I'm missing right now is like I want to get in some of these games, but I did not win enough.
Unfortunate. A very common issue, honestly.
Biggie, we should have a pickup match after all this.
Yes, please. You'd be
'Cause
playing
I
Das.
want you more than Edward.
See, if people had
You'd be
gotten
playing
here,
Das or Roll.
if people had gotten here earlier, we would have had relay. But we did not end up running relay because there were approximately 4 people here.
We did joke about 2 different relay setups, and people have to rotate into whichever one they're next in line for.
Reminder, exclamation point Matcherino to contribute to the tournament. It's currently at $236, and I can't read that small number.
Okay. Are we doing the semifinals at the same time?
I think we should, yeah.
Keep it moving.
Keep it moving. I mean, it's not like we have, like... We're not rushed for time, but it'd be nice to get out of here. And have
Get
time to,
dinner.
like, play casuals and, you know. We'll probably bring a couple of setups to dinner. It's the tradition. You always have to have... Every time there's a Tetris after party, there's got to be at least 1 Tetris setup. Hopefully 2. I remember we had a grudge match going on. Harry Hong versus one of his most behated hater. What's up?
I was wondering if this is